In the first attack by the United States on Houthi rebels since President Trump took office, the US Navy launched dozens of airstrikes on targets in western Yemen, killing at least 53 people. Radar sites, storage and fuel depots, missile launch sites, and command and control centers were all targeted and destroyed as F-18 jets from the USS Harry Truman aircraft carrier repeatedly struck these sites, with help and intelligence from observation aircraft and drones flying from nearby US air bases. No ships had been attacked this year, but the Houthi leader Abdul Malik al-Houthi said he would now restart these attacks on shipping through the Bab al-Mandab Strait. Israeli-owned vessels or those stopping at Israeli ports were to be targeted in an effort to force Israel to comply with its end of the ceasefire agreement and allow aid through to the besieged people in Gaza. The US strikes that began on Saturday night were designed to degrade the Houthis' capacity to carry out these kinds of attacks. But the Houthis have faced tens of thousands of airstrikes from the Saudi-led coalition and multiple airstrikes from US, UK and Israeli aircraft, and they're highly skilled at dispersing their own weapons and assets. In retaliation, the Houthis fired drones and ballistic missiles at the aircraft carrier, the ships protecting it, destroying every single one of them before they reached the fleet. The next night, the US struck back, hitting 47 targets across the country, including the Israeli-owned ship Galaxy Leader that had been very publicly seized by Houthi special forces in 2023. The ship's control tower was hit by US jets as the Houthis were allegedly using the ship's radar to track vessels in the area. Despite the recent lull in Houthi attacks, the world's maritime merchant companies haven't been convinced their ships wouldn't be targeted if they sailed through the strait. The much longer route round the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa adds weeks to any journey, sharply pushing up shipping costs. 75% of US and UK vessels now take the longer route, as well as 60% of European shipping, as maritime traffic in the Red Sea has seen a drop of 60%. This has had a significant impact on international commerce, most of which moves by sea, and is one of the reasons the Houthis were redesignated a foreign terrorist organization by the incoming Trump administration. No matter what the outcome of the recent US strikes on Yemen, the country is one of the poorest in the world, with a poverty index on a par with Afghanistan, suffering from years of war, the world's largest ever cholera outbreak, and an infrastructure that is shattered. The Houthis have threatened to fight on and increase their attacks, both on shipping and on US naval vessels. But it's international shipping, global commerce, and especially the long-suffering Yemeni people that will continue to pay the price.